Dead presidents been ruling.
Welcome back to Smoke Sports. What's up, Chop?
What's going on with you, Smoke?
Man, it's Super Wild Card Weekend is over with. Not really that much upsets. A few.
Yeah, about 2-3 out.
Two, 3 out.
We did have one perfect game. Literally a perfect game. We'll get to that later in the video.
So, what game we about to start off with on today?
We got to start off with the Bengals, Cincinnati Bengals, getting their first playoff win in 31 years. That's big. That is strong for Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase. First year Pro Bowl out of LSU. They put on a performance, Smoke. I mean, Burrows was 24 for 34. He threw over 200 yards, had 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. It looked like that him and Jamar Chase, that chemistry, that chemistry from the past, it's just never going to disconnect. It's still there. That's where all his trust is. That's where he put all his eggs in that basket. So Jamar and Joey, they did a fantastic job, you know. The Oakland Raiders, they season, it was sad that they had to come to an end like this. They showed me that they could face adversity, get through any obstacle they would like. Kudos to them. Hats off to them. Hats off to the coach. He deserves a chance to be nominated for Coach of the Year.
For sure.
Again, kudos to that Raiders organization.
Yeah, I don't know if you're saying it, but it's a whole lot of controversy going on about that call. I think he threw it to Tyler Boyd. They say he ran out
and the referee stepped out of bounds. Joe Burrow rolled out. Let's actually take a look at this.
Throws it back in the end zone, but was he out of bounds first, or is it a touchdown?
The result of the play, touchdown.
He rolls out, okay, and
he talk about they blew a whistle.
Yeah, whistle was blown. A whistle was blown. The controversy on that, whistle blown, play dead for player safety. So when he blew that whistle, you need to blow it a couple more times. Players dead. You go review that, see that the foot was still in bounds, and we're gonna do that play over again.
And then they apparently the ref not reffing no more. Rest of the playoffs, right?
Yeah, that's a bad call. It's one and done in the NFL. It's little to no room for margin of error.
Exactly.
So you know that big of a call that led to a touchdown at that. Smoke. Yeah, that's a big controversy. I think they need some to do some investigation and some investigation on that, because that call is just that call is unacceptable.
Yeah,
unacceptable.
Bengals on to the next round. So
nice win. Congratulations to the Bengals getting their first win in 31 years. We're gonna move on. Let's talk about that perfect game.
Man,
Josh Allen, Sean McDermott, Bill Belichick, Mac Jones, and Josh Allen, like I said, just came out there and lit it up. I mean, Smoke. Let me go check. Let me check out his stats.
He had about like 4 or 5 touchdowns. Only what? Like no, he had like
Josh Allen. He went 20. He had more touchdowns. Yeah, he had 5 touchdowns, 4 incompletions. He went 21 for 25. He threw for over 300 yards.
Scored on every single drive.
Every single drive. They didn't attempt a field goal. They didn't attempt a punt. That was just a perfect drive. All touchdown, and they just beat up on that. It was just a lack of talent, the lack of, you know, like I said,
they just had better. It just seemed like they had better athletes on the field.
Yeah, and then you know, coming to playoff, that you gotta have some experience. You gotta have some team chemistry. Right now, you know, Mac Jones. I understand that he's coached by Bill Belichick and some great coaches under that staff, but you putting up with Josh Allen that is, you know, all the last 3 years been up for debate for MVP. So you know, he looked like the MVP, looked like an MVP candidate this past weekend, and I'm expecting him to continue keeping that show rolling in Arrowhead Stadium next week.
Yeah, it's a huge matchup, man.
Yeah,
part 2 because they played early in the year.
Right.
And I think the Bills are a 3-point underdog right now. We gonna see that. I was just telling you before we got on. Patty don't lose at home, man. Pat Mahomes don't lose at home, so it's gonna get interesting.
That's a lot of firepower right there. I'm expecting a great shootout. I'm expecting over 50 points.
Over's a lot.
Oh yeah.
Over's a lot. So we will get on to this Rams game. Hey, the Rams have been struggling all year.
Talk about dominate.
they dominated the Cardinals from the first snap of the ball.
And Kyler Murray goes out there, and you can just kind of tell this is his first playoff start in his own end zone.
Mm-hmm.
He don't want to take the safety sack. He throws it away, and just a bad play, just a bad throw. You just don't do this.
2-yard pick six. The shortest interception return for a touchdown in playoff
history. So, you know, it was just the little things like that. I feel like they wasn't mentally prepared. Again, the inexperience of Cliff Kingsbury came out, you know, with some of his play call selections. Sean McVay just shows how dominant and how serious they are and how much of a threat they will be in this NFL playoff this year.
And it showed, I mean, they really used Cup as a decoy. Man.
Yeah, Odell got a lot of touches.
Was getting a lot of touches.
Higbee, a lot of touches. And
Cam Akers, man.
He is back rolling, Smoke. He is back rolling. I'm happy for him.
That one, man.
And I can't wait to see him just get back in normal 100% form because he is exciting to watch, Smoke.
Hey, they gotta go face Tom next week, man.
I feel like they pull up an upset. Tom Brady and the Buccaneers is too much confusion.
Let's get into that game.
Let's talk about it, Smoke.
Rams versus Bucks, 3 p.m. Sunday, right? Is it Sunday or Saturday? Sunday. And Randall James, or like some James, something like that.
Yeah. The stadium.
Yeah.
Down in
nice weather.
Down in Tampa Bay, we in Tampa Bay in the playoffs. You know, Rams, I'm expecting another dominant performance. With the Bucks giving me sloppy play like that, and you know, yeah, it was a convincing win over the Eagles, but again, it was the Eagles. Both Pennsylvania teams were both 7 seeds. We wasn't expecting too much out of neither one. So you know, I was expecting a performance like that. Now you go against this Rams defense. I'm pretty sure. I hope they haven't taken their foot off the gas. The Rams will be rating Sean McVay have something cooked up for Tom Brady and Bruce Arians,
like they did.
And I just feel like the storyline is Brady always been doing it without big name receiver, big name skill players. He still have Mike Evans, but no and Gronk. But you know he's missing. AB. He's missing Chris Godwin. You know, so we got some players that's going
to step up.
Going to step up.
Fournette was a
playoff Lenny. They need you, playoff Lenny. They need him. I feel like that is a major factor
if they don't
in that offense. And he needs. I wish him a speedy recovery, but Tampa needs him about right now. Smoke. They need him about right now.
I ain't gonna lie, it's gonna get ugly. I just think Jay Ram is just gonna put Mike Evans on the island
in his place.
Jay Ram wasn't he all pro this year?
Yeah.
He gonna show him why he all pro against AJ Green.
I think 3 votes behind Diggs.
Yeah. Come on, man. He had AJ Green 3 targets, 0. Granted, AJ Green is a little bit old, but I mean, bruh, at the end of the day, they both NFL players, bruh.
Absolutely.
And AJ Green he's a Pro Bowler too, multiple years. He's scrapping.
He's scrapping.
Absolutely. Best corner in the league. And I feel like this game is gonna get out of hand. I feel like Tom and them is gonna have too much going against that defense. That defense just fly around. They got a bunch of young cats on that defense, and then that offense. Look, the Bucks defense is cool. It's cool. That's not how it was last year.
Right. That Bucks defense last year from the Super Bowl winning team was just not to be messed with. Smoke. They was vicious. They was angry. They came out and played with a chip on their shoulder. You know, and the chemistry from the D line all the way back to the secondary was just there.
Yeah, I think it's not gonna be a evenly matched up as everybody thinks. So if you're a sports bettor, don't even stress it. Rams money line. Plus 5. I think it's plus 130. Take the what you say, Chop, all the time. Take the plus value.
Take the plus value. The value is there. You're looking for it anytime. We're gonna keep it rolling. We got Tyler Higbee. Anytime
he didn't get in there last week. And Akers, his 3rd game back. He got to get in there this week.
Absolutely.
Hammer that, man.
What's the next game,
man? Let's go to Lambeau Field. 49ers. That 49ers defense been playing good. They was giving your Cowboys some problems.
Big problems.
They couldn't block Nick Bosa. I just think if Nick Bosa is nursing an injury and Fred Warner, if they're not 100%, I think
49ers are in trouble. As simple as that. If they can't get the Aaron Rodgers, put a hand in his face, get him on the ground, put some pressure, make him feel their appearance, the game is over. Just Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams is just on another level, Smoke. That connection right there, that quarterback-receiver connection is just on another level. I don't even have to dive deep into that because it's there in our face. We have the video, we have the stats on paper to back it up.
One of the best route runners in the league, if not the best.
Who does the 49ers have for him? And the only way for them to slow down Rodgers and Adams' connection is to actually put some pressure on Rodgers. So we got to see if the 49ers going to be able to put some pressure on Rodgers and maybe slow him down.
I don't think so, child. I think it's just going to be a one-sided game. Jimmy G almost gave y'all the game away last week. But you seen Kyle Shanahan literally that last drive did not throw the ball. He said we're running the ball. He's not about to lose us the game. I know that's what he's thinking.
Absolutely.
This guy is not going to lose us the game. So we're just going to run the ball. And that just shows right there that his time might be over, man, next year.
You think Trey Lance get his...
But Trey Lance ain't been showing me that much. I mean, granted, he a rookie. He ain't really played too much college football either, so he got some time to marinate.
Gotcha.
Next game, come on, man. We going to Arrowhead, the Bills versus Pat Mahomes and the Chiefs. And this is going to be an interesting game because they played early in the year at Arrowhead, and the Bills gave it to them. The Bills gave it to them, man. The whole time, the whole 60 minutes, they gave it to them. And I think this matchup is different because it's the playoffs chop.
Right.
And like I was just telling you, Pat Mahomes don't lose at home in the playoffs, man.
Smoke,
you just don't.
When you talk about a team beating a team 3 times in 1 year, it's kind of, that's kind of on the more not happening, impossible side. He went on and had a hell of a game against that Chiefs team, and the Chiefs, they will show flashes of how explosive they can be, how great they can be, how brilliant they can be. But at the end of the day, you don't want to go. I don't care if you're the home team or not. You don't want to walk on the field with against Josh Allen. Excuse me, Smoke. That explosive Bills offense and Sean McDermott and want to get in the shootout in the playoffs with that the way the Chiefs have been playing lately, because that's not going to go in favor of the Chiefs. I believe that the Bills, that Bills defense will get the Mahomes a couple times. The O-line, okay, it's been an Achilles of the
for sure.
Yeah, of the Chiefs, but how good are they really against a good pass rush? And I feel like that Bills pass rush has been slept on all year. I feel like they make their presence felt this weekend, and they get a good margin win over the Chiefs. I'm going with a score prediction of 34-26 Buffalo Bills.
Like I said before, I'm gonna stand on what I say. I always stand on what I say. I like the Chiefs in this one. Just a mere fact, they've been in the Super Bowl 2 times in a row. They the king of the AFC right now. They trying to get dethroned, and I don't think it's gonna happen. Not at Arrowhead. I know it happened early in the season, but I think Andy Reid is gonna have a wonderful game plan to slow down Josh Allen. But one thing the Chiefs and Pat Mahomes cannot do is to start off slow, man. They can't start off slow. If they start off slow, chop, then we start thinking about, oh, maybe the Bills got this one. But if they start off slow, like they started off slow last week with the Pittsburgh Steelers, but chop, it's the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's Big Ben. He's done.
But again, like I said, Chiefs have just always been a team that play down to their competition, and we had a tight game going into halftime. Big Ben, he was getting his dink and dunk patches out and handing the ball off to Najee. He get his nasty, his gritty, his hard-earned 3-4 yards, and the chain, they'll move the chains. But as we saw also, the Chiefs have an on switch, and if they cut it on at any time, the most dangerous and explosive team in the National Football League, Smoke.
Alright, now we had the last game. Bengals and the Titans. How do you see this one playing out, y'all? I kind of haven't really got my mind settled on who's going to win this game because I believe it's going to be Derrick Henry first game back.
Absolutely. So we have a Tennessee Titans team that is 100%. I'm not going to say 100% healthy, but they get a Titans team that is 100% there. You know what I'm saying? Presence means a lot in the playoff.
For sure.
I mean, by Derrick Henry being on that field and by them at least being able to keep the defense honest and on their toes, I believe that Henry present will be a key major factor in this game. I also feel that Jamar Chase, that first win in 31 years, it's let it soak in. It's gonna carry over. I feel like the Bengals offense is just right now just clicking. I know they have a young head coach that don't have much playoff. Yeah, that don't have much playoff experience. But at the end of the day, I feel like the Titans on paper is the better team.
Right.
They have far more experience. You have a quarterback that played with Tom Brady in the Super Bowl, that knows what he's doing, that know how to whip up the X's and O's on the chalkboard when needed. So I gotta go with the Tennessee Titans. I feel like they're they're the bigger threat in this matchup. I feel like they're the more experienced team. They have the better chemistry. From the head coach position down to the players. So give me the Titans on a convincing win over this young Bengals team. But I do expect the Bengals to be back the playoffs next year and the year after that. And I mean, coming out that AFC North division,
it's hard.
Pretty much we're gonna see the Ravens and the Bengals the next couple years until the Steelers get done rebuilding, until the Browns get their BS together. So you know what I'm saying.
Without a doubt.
Definitely taking the Titans with a convincing win over a young team like the Bengals, but I'm definitely expecting the Bengals to put up some type of fight in the first half.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think about it. I'm gonna take the Titans, but I think it's gonna be a real close game. Like I think the Titans might only win by 3-4 points because I feel like the Bengals is young. They got a lot of competitors on that offense and defense. So yeah, we're gonna take them. I take the Bengals with the points, but I don't think they're gonna win.
Right.
So I say score prediction 25-22.
Nice game-winning field goal. Game-winning field goal drive.
And that's it for the. Oh, before we move on, now he said the Raiders and Cowboys last week. I don't know what he was thinking.
That ain't aged too well.
That ain't aged too well at all. So mine's I say Chiefs and Green Bay. That's still looking like they ain't played yet this week. So they played this week. So we gonna see how that ages. So now that is out the window, who do you like in the Super Bowl right now?
Right now, I'm gonna have to go with the more dominant team on both sides of the ball because at the end of the day, defense wins championships. The best team with the best defense in the NFC, of course, Sean McVay and the Los Angeles Rams. I do believe they will be the home team hosting the Super Bowl for 2 consecutive years. And coming out the AFC. It's their year, it's their time. I gotta go with the Buffalo Bills. It's like I said, it's just they not gonna back down from a fight. They have that that grit, Bills Mafia, that attitude they play with, and that's gonna get them far. So I'm gonna have to take my chance, and say Los Angeles Rams versus Buffalo Bills in the Super Bowl.
Okay. I'm gonna still stand on my prediction of Chiefs and I think that the Chiefs and the Packers, that's what they wanted to see. That's what the NFL really wants to see. They've been wanting to see that for years.
Absolutely.
The State Farm commercials.
Absolutely.
But I ain't gonna lie though, the Rams could really beat up on the Bucks this week, and the Packers struggle against the 49ers. Just stay tuned. My decision might change because the Rams out there flying around. 100%.
I think this is their year, Smoke. I think this is their year.
Look, that's what I'm saying. NFC Championship game, I think it's going to be Packers and Rams. But I really want the Rams to win. But, I like A-Rod. And I feel like if he don't win this year, he gone. But I think this might be. I don't know. We going to see, man. We just going to see.
We got to see, Smoke. We got to see. It's up in the air at this point.
It's up in the
You
air,
know,
man.
the NFL, they ain't put a smack in our face this year.
Nah,
So
they making us
it's
guess.
exciting. It's exciting. It's exciting. I can't wait to see who advances to the next round. Be in LA, SoFi Stadium, come February 13th.
So man, that's all with Smoke Sports. Do you have any locks this week though, Chon?
Locks. What sport we talking about, Smoke?
Man, it can be
NFL. What divisional round weekend?
Give us 2 locks. Give the people 2 locks.
2 locks. All right, we're gonna take the Los Angeles Rams money line over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Probably catch it at $1 plus $1.30 plus $1.45, maybe even 50 cents. Feel like it's some great value in that with the way the Rams been playing. We gonna give you anytime. I'm gonna give you a prop bet anytime touchdown this week. Let's transition over to the Buffalo Bills game. And I just feel like, you know, Josh Allen and Trayvon Diggs, they just been on the same page. I feel like just how Joe Burrow treats Jamar Chase is how Josh Allen sees Diggs. I believe that connection find its way at least one time this weekend. Let's go with Stephon Diggs anytime. Los Angeles Rams money line, Smoke. That's my locks this weekend.
That's my locks. Packers with the points, 5.5. Don't stress it. And then anytime score and the win. Cam Akers, anytime score, he can get in there and the win for the Rams. And that's it for the show. Alright, y'all. We will see you back here next week. Tune in.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Hit the bell below. Get the notifications. Thank you for tapping in.
Little guys, we still gone.